3 cards that start with the word Eldrazi. You'll see a Soul Ring, a
Yep.
whole bunch of nonsense coming out of Ashleigh here.
Yeah, bit of a different build. So Matt there on the top playing Mardu. He's back after last round. And then on the bottom, Ash playing, we're calling it Eldrazi Mardu here in round 2 of the Plenty of Games Highlander Open for September. 2 more to go after this. 2 more monthlies. And then we have a big end of year event, invitational, 24 players playing for all sorts of prizes. Both of these players off to a good start at 1-0. That's how you want to start the day.
Mm-hmm. I think Ashleigh might be on a mulligan to 6 here though, which is just less than optimal. But you know, we can work with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And Highlander games I found a lot of them. The early turns are so important that you'd much rather be on a strong 6 than a medium or a weak 7.
Yeah, that is very true. And speaking of a strong 6, we have a turn 1 Urza's Saga.
Yep, this one, the very powerful pointed land enchantment. Works really well in this deck. This is something we don't see in sort of your traditional Mardu deck, but in this more Eldrazi style. Ooh.
And on the other side here for Matt, we've got a turn 1 a Ragavan Nimble Pill for us. So
both decks firing.
The best land you could hope for into versus the best 1-drop you could hope for.
Yep.
Does Ashleigh have an answer to the monkey?
Stoneforge is a nice answer.
Okay.
Go get a piece of equipment, get to block. That's a really nice one. The thing about Ragavan, when Ragavan is on an empty board and connecting and attacking freely,
beautiful.
Incredible. Card's absolutely incredible, especially on turn 1.
Yeah.
But it is really easy to block.
Yeah.
Basically everything blocks it. However, we might see if Matt's got a removal spell here. He's playing Mardu. He's playing removal colors. And then you get to start to try and snowball this Ragavan. That could be really powerful. Skullclamp the find, though, off the Stoneforge Mystic. Pretty good.
How many points would you put Ragavan at, personally, if you were the guy?
I think its points need to scale inversely with the turn on which you play it. Because if you have it on turn 1, it's pretty comfortably a 3-point card, I think. But if you draw it after about turn 4, it doesn't feel like a pointed card.
Right, so if you just declare that you're not going to cast it on the first couple of turns, it can be pointed as a turn 1 play and not as others.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do see Fatal Push, removing the Stoneforge. Ragavan is getting in there. What's the flip there? It's a double-face card.
That is a Malakir Rebirth. Okay. So that's a double-face card. I think it's single black, instant. You lose 2 life, and when the creature dies, you return it to the battlefield.
Sure. Instead here, it is exiled.
It is exiled. Matt, probably not going to cast that one.
Yeah, not so good here.
I think that's probably mostly a land in Ash's deck, I would say. It is a tap land on the back. Instead, just gets the treasure. Cabal Therapy. That's pretty nice after your opponent has just played Stoneforge Mystic.
I was going to say, this is a horrible card in Highlander. You've just never got the information for it.
I wonder what Matt will name.
Ashleigh, of course, having a read here. Matt did name Skullclamp. And gets the hit. Incredible.
That's pretty sick, actually. It's really nice.
All right.
Whew. Off to the races, Matt. He's still got that treasure as well.
Yep.
And continue to apply pressure with the Ragavan. And we see the hand there. It looks like an Eldrazi Confluence, a Pyroglyph, a Boggart Trawler, and a Phyrexian Tower. And Signal Pest as well for Matt.
Signal Pest?
Low to the ground, aggressive.
Am I seeing this right?
Yeah, Ash has to read this one as well. We'll bring it up on screen. That's an 0-1 with Battle Cry.
I think that Signal Pest might have come out of Ash's deck.
No.
Am I wrong?
No, because we exiled the Malakir Rebirth. Right?
You're right. No, that was... I'm lost here.
Yeah, this is turn 2. We exiled Malakir Rebirth.
Okay, that's just a Signal Pest in Matt's deck.
It doesn't matter though. It's going to get sacrificed to Cabal Therapy, and we're going to take the Boggart Trawler as well out of Ash's hand. So Ash now... Well, the problem here for Ash is that one of her lands is about to disappear. Although I guess Soul Ring. So she's going to go find Soul Ring probably.
Okay, yeah.
Floats a mana off the Saga.
Yeah.
So we could have 5 mana this turn. I suspect we're going to see Eldrazi Confluence. Unless the card Ash has drawn is quite good.
What are we doing with Confluence? So what excess 3 if we draw a land?
What aren't we doing? No, that's Kozilek's command you're thinking of. Eldrazi Confluence is, confusingly, also a command, sort of. It's
it's a Confluence.
It's a Confluence. It does so many things. What aren't we doing?
Yeah.
So we can kill the Ragavan, we can flicker a thing if we want. Flickering's pretty nice with the Pyroglyph in our deck. And we can make 1/1s.
Okay.
So it looks like Ash will do that. The 1/1's pretty nice with Phyrexian Tower.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a couple 1/1s there. I love seeing what players bring as tokens. That Pyroglyph in the hand, not in play, just to clarify. That one. So still, yeah. We shuffle it back down into the hand. And that's turned around quite nicely for Ash, that board state. As we see Marionette Apprentice from Matt.
I like Marionette Master, but
I have
this one will have to do.
good memories of Marionette Master. Marionette Master, for those of you not familiar, basically big Marionette Apprentice.
Really? Oh,
Close to.
what a cool flavor.
Yeah. I played a lot of that deck in Standard, playing like an Esper control deck that would just combo kill people with that and a bunch of treasures, basically. Play it, put counters on it, sack my treasures, dome you. Really nice. Emperor of Bones is a nice one.
Okay, so we've make a Ragavan. I guess we just slow roll it, right? We don't have another black source anyway. That's a plains in play.
I think we did have another black source if we wanted, because we used the Phyrexian Tower, so you can sack the Scion.
Oh, that's a Phyrexian
float
Tower.
Black,
Beautiful.
Black, and then, but you would have to, and then use the Soul Ring, and although I guess you need to go to beginning of combat to actually exile something, so it's not clean. It's not clean. Matt playing a sort of very low to the ground tokensy version of this deck.
There's quite a few different Mardu builds in the room today. There's also quite a few different
Jund builds
as well. Yeah, plenty of things to do.
We've got some like lands focused ones, reanimator focused ones. Someone's playing Minsk and Boo. There's a few different.
I don't miss that. I don't miss that card.
No, it's quite good. Minsk and Boo. As we're just bringing that new card up on screen. There are so many new cards. Oh,
it's only a little bit new.
I will say, actually, we saw this one a couple months ago, and I know that because I had the exact same reaction where I went, "What is this card?" And I had to look it up. I don't recognize this art. Modern Horizons. There you go.
It turns out Brookes looked up. He saw a card with Battlecry and was like, "This mechanic seems really good. What else has Battlecry?"
You know what? 2/2 haste with landfall Battlecry. Pretty powerful in a fetch. I mean, we see him play a fetch land now. He's pumped everything +1. He can fetch and pump +2 if he wants.
Yeah, Battlecry, one of those strange keyword abilities that actually does stack perfectly fine. You know, you can't really give something double lifelink or double haste, but double Battlecry, that works fine.
Now, Ash has drawn a mountain. Very important here. Unlocks this Pyroglyph that's in her hand. We did say she's Mardu, but like Eldrazi Mardu, which means she's almost a 5-color deck, really.
Pyroglyph coming down here, that's going to be a big one. We've got Urza's Saga, we've got Signal Pest, we've got Fatal Push. I don't think we have a sorcery, but we've got instant artifact, creature, land, enchantment. I'm counting 5.
Yeah, Ash just held up a 5, we think.
No Planeswalker, no sorcery, no kindred, and no battle.
Yes, so we're not quite to all of them. Makes me remember the when we had Eldrazi and we had Emrakul.
Yeah.
And having to count, not just Delirium, but actually count to be like, how cheap is this Eldrazi?
I'm a huge fan of that that Emrakul. I've played it quite a bit in this format, actually. In like a green-black rocky sort of shell.
Now that is a Skull Clamp. Based on the way, based on what just happened, I'm going to say that's a Skull Clamp.
Yeah.
From a Secret Lair. I can't remember which Secret Lair this is. I have seen that card before. It's really sweet. Did you know Skull Clamp got reprinted? Look at this art. Hang on.
It's been reprinted a lot, I gotta tell you.
We'll get the cool art up in a second. But look at this goofy thing. From Dragons of Tarkir.
What's going on with that? That's cute.
Well, not Dragons of Tarkir. Jeez, it really has been reprinted in about every Commander deck ever. It gets new art every time. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's from...
Is that maybe an artist Secret Lair? Perhaps.
You know what? I don't know. Welcome to Playing Games Highlander, where we discuss art. You have a favourite Skull Clamp, Jim?
My answer's always going to be the original.
The original is really nice.
For basically any card.
Yeah, it's some of these are wacky though.
That's a Guide of Souls there. Modern's on at the Pro Tour, mate. You're in the wrong place.
Matt's in the wrong room. Yeah. Guided Souls, really good here too, actually.
It's actually just a great card.
Turns out.
Especially like if you can find another reason to have energy, this card is sick. If you don't, this card's good.
Yeah. The floor is quite good.
Yeah.
The ceiling is really, really good.
Yeah. And it's very possible that there might be let's have a look through a list here. I'm seeing a Jacked Rabbit. I'd expect to see maybe the Journey to Nowhere.
Stasis.
Yeah, that sounds
something.
right. No, I actually don't see it.
You know what I do see? Coming down into play on Ash's side is Eldrazi Displacer. I love this card. What a weirdo.
This card's sick.
It's really sick.
It's got the ability to sort of quote unquote reset your Emperor of Bones.
Yep. Flicker your Pyroglyph?
Flickering Pyroglyph is the obvious play here.
Oh!
Speaking of flickering the Pyroglyph.
Okay.
Oh, let's ephemerate that bad boy.
In response to Thoughtseize as well. One card in hand. Matt plays Corey Steelcutter, plays Thoughtseize.
Crunch.
Yep. That's a lot. That's a lot. What are we Pyroglyphing? Looks like we went face.
So the Goyf was still only for 5 there. The Thoughtseize wasn't in the yard yet.
Yep.
But, and then in the upkeep, we're going to ephemerate again, and that
Matt,
one would be for 6.
Matt also takes 2 from the Thoughtseize.
Of course.
And then, that's going to come back and flicker. And also, we get to...
all the creatures in
the
play.
thing is, we get to ephemerate the Pyroglyph, flicker it, deal 5, and then just use the Displacer to flicker it again and deal the last 5.
Yeah.
Just a casual, clean 3 lava axes in a turn cycle.
Yeah, well, we've solved the format. We just need to resolve Eldrazi Displacer and Pyroglyph. Wow.
Nothing much to ask. Just a 4-drop, a 3-drop, and then a 3 more for the activation.
Yeah, so how do you approach this if you're in Matt Brookes' seat here? You just sort of, your plan is to be the faster, the lower to the ground, these tokens and battle cries, and then your opponent comes in and hits you with Pyroglyph Eldrazi Displacer.
I think you just have to stick to your guns and continue to be aggressive and try and close out. This game started quite well for Matt, but then just got some big blockers down, the Pyroglyph, the Emperor of Bones, to gum up the ground. And the thing that really impresses me about this is just how fast Ash could close the door there.
Yeah.
And that is some of the best draws. Ephemerate, a very, very, very powerful card, as we know. And Pyroglyph, probably the cleanest, quickest way to close out a match.
You'd also find Felia in this list, perhaps.
Also a nice one.
Ketramos would love all of these shenanigans, by the way.
Yes, that's for sure.
I'm actually surprised that I don't see a Restoration Angel here. Maybe
all right, Grandpa, it's time to go to bed. Restoration Angel.
Yeah. What a sweet card, though.
Yeah, but we have Felia now. It costs half as much mana and does it every turn.
Yeah. You're right. I don't like it, but you're right.
Much as I miss the days of Restoration Angel, unfortunately, I think its time has come.
Yeah.
Also, we saw Stoneforge Mystic there. This deck recently picked up Cloud as well as a second sort of Stoneforge Mystic to really tie together the deck and access to the good equipment. So Skullclamp we saw. There's a Lion Sash in here, which is a one that I'm partial to.
I really like that one of these deck lists has Cloud and the other one has Sephiroth.
So what you're actually saying is, what we've put on for round 2 is Final Fantasy themed decks.
Yes.
Cloud versus Sephiroth. If we could actually get the players to take them out and use them as commanders, just for this round, just to make sure.
I got the One-Winged Angel theme song playing in my head here. Got the Latin going.
Have you got a favourite Final Fantasy game?
I'm actually really partial to Tactics Advance. It's a little bit off the beaten track here.
Okay.
We are getting a remake, a re-release, of Tactics for PlayStation coming out soon. I don't know when.
Excellent.
It's a game about troubled times, economic uncertainty, political collapse.
Doesn't seem relevant to today, really.
Well, back down
Hard
to
to
the
imagine.
table.
It's a fantasy game. Back down to the table, and it looks like both players
keeping 7.
Keeping 7, and we've got turn 1 Ragavan. Okay, try again.
All right, yep.
Wasn't good enough last game.
I mean, it's on the play this time.
That's true. It's even better. Yeah, no Stoneforge Mystics blocking this time. Or threatening to block, rather. Never mind, that's an Ancient Tomb from Ash. So Ash says, actually, I'd like to be on the play. How about I ramp out?
What are we putting in here? We have
Skull Clamp and a hidden card. Skull Clamp and Ghost Vacuum.
Okay. So we're not answering the Ragavan.
Ghost Vacuum's interesting.
We're taking 2 and not answering the Ragavan.
Always scary when your turn involves, I guess I'm going to get hit by this Ragavan.
Yeah.
It's a mana dork. It might steal a card from me, especially in a Mardu mirror. Scary. Not where you want to be.
Like, what do you do if the Ragavan hits here and flips like a Colligan's command?
Well, that's why they give you 3 games.
All right, well, there's a Phyrexian Tower.
Phyrexian Tower. Can't play that one.
Yeah.
So just 2 damage and a treasure. Don't worry about it. It's just a mana dork.
Yeah, it's just a cheeky monkey. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Honestly.
Yeah. A 3-drop, probably.
What is that one?
That is Voice of Victory, maybe?
Okay, yeah.
It's from Tarkir. That's the Tarkir, order.
Yeah. That
frame.
card, that hurts people.
Does that person have a loot?
Yeah.
A loot? I don't know. That's really a loot. Some sort of stringed instrument.
It's a bard.
It's not a loot. It sure is a bard. Can't you tell?
Oh.
They're holding an instrument, a musical instrument.
Yeah, okay. Is bard part of the party mechanic? I don't think it is.
No.
That's a mistake.
No. What? Wizard, rogue, warrior, and cleric?
Yeah, something like that. Not bard.
Not bard. Bard's banned.
Honestly, disappointing.
As players, we get the life totals right. Ash is
fetching. We have an Emperor of Bones.
And we're going to put the Skull Clamp on the Emperor of Bones.
Sure, yeah. We've got the extra mana from the Ancient Tomb. Why not? Actually, down to 11 here already, though.
Yeah, Ancient Tomb will do that. Ancient Tomb plus Ragavan on the play will do that.
Ancient Tomb, when your opponent has a 1-drop, it's a paddling.
And then Fetch Shock as well in there, so just a lot of damage. So the Emperor of Bones can now block. Blocking with a Skull Clamp creature is pretty appealing.
Yeah. That said, though, like if you're in Brookes' seat, you attack with its Voice of Victory and the Ragavan. Even if Ashleigh decides to block the Voice of Victory, get it off the table, there's still 4 damage connecting through, putting your opponent to 7 when they've got an Ancient Tomb. And having the knowledge of what's in hand here can really help you decide, is that the right play, or do I actually just leave this Emperor in play, or perhaps just attack with the Ragavan?
Ashleigh's hand is quite good. It is 4-drop tribal.
And a 4th mana source.
Which is very important. Admittedly, it's going to be hard. We've got a double white card, a double black card, and a red card, which is slightly awkward, but...
Yeah, see, I don't think you can... Well...
Is that a broadside Bombardiers?
It is a broadside Bombardiers.
That's really good with Voice of Victory.
Very close to just the end of the game here. We are throwing a token at this Emperor of Bones, and that means we're coming across for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, putting Ashleigh down to 5, an Ancient Tomb in play, a Windswept Heath in play. Ashleigh's got these 4-drops. Yeah, Ashleigh's got 4 mana, but just tapping both of those lands puts you down from 6 down to... from 5 down to 2.
Yep.
And your 4-drops don't answer the whole board. They answer one thing at a time.
Yeah, this is very precarious for Ash. It'll be very difficult to get out of this situation, you have to think.
We've got to see a Firestorm off the top.
No,
we're going to see a Game 3 off the top.
We're going to see a Game 3. That's what we want. We want the maximum magic.
Yeah. We don't need to rest. We had a lot of rest last round. We watched 3 turns of play and then yapped about the grand final.
Yeah, so the result of that, by the way, Sahar was playing 11 points.
That's a lot of points.
That's quite a lot of points over the... As a reminder, this format is called 7-point Highlander.
Not 11-point Highlander?
No, and now he does get one extra one with our 8-point rule. Okay. No reserve cards in his list.
Yep.
It turns out the story we've heard from him is that while doing his deck list registration using an online site, it hadn't registered the Lutri in his sideboard as a companion, which of course is worth 3 points. So he thought, wow, my deck's only 5 points. I can add so many more cards in here.
Yeah, cards only pointed as the companion so that maybe you can find a sweet place to put the Lurrus in your main deck and it's worth 0 points because...
Absolutely.
As a main deck card, that card is perfectly fine.
And so now, in addition to that game loss, Sahar's going to play the rest of this tournament with... There is a Lutri in his sideboard. It's a legal sideboard card. He's just not allowed to reveal it
Yeah.
as a companion.
If he ever declares it as a companion, he gets a stern scolding, perhaps.
Really? They're giving that out as a promo?
I might go do that myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in the booth if I knew there were promos.
So we're going to see a game 3 here. It looked like Matt made a quick sideboarding change there, maybe a play draw differential, or maybe just some extra cards that he saw that he wasn't expecting. Ashleigh just running it back. She's happy with what she's got. And I do think I see a cloud in that opener. Nope, I see nothing in the opener. We're going back for 6.
That's all right. We went to 6 in game 1, and that worked out well.
Mm.
And we've sort of seen from Ash's deck, it's really about that fast mana and then playing up the curve and getting ahead quickly. We're not trying to trade cards 1 for 1.
Yeah.
We're going to try and make big splashy plays ahead of schedule. So
yeah, looking at the deck list, you've got the Eldrazi Confluence, of course, that we saw in the earlier game. But you've also got 4-drops like Deadpool. There's even a pre-war Formal Wear in here, by the way, for that Stoneforge Mystic.
It's a nice
plan.
one.
There's a Talisman. There was a bunch of 4-drops in the hand we saw there. Pyroglyph, Palace Jailer, Grief.
Talismans are really nice in this sort of Eldrazi decks because they're kind of 3-color.
Yeah.
They're sort of 3 colors,
fan.
which was really nice. So you've got Splicer. I see swords in the hand. Question will be, are there enough lands, I think. Gigantha there revealed on Matt's side still. Always love to see a Gigantha. Doesn't often hit play, but it is amusing to me.
I am a huge fan of the card Counterspell, so I've never registered a Gigantha in my life.
I played a lot of Gigantha in a like Slogurk Rona deck.
Okay.
Mostly because it was a 3-mana card you could put in your hand to loot away.
Yeah.
So
is this a starting town?
It is a starting town. Ash playing starting town.
That's dope.
It taps for colorless or whatever color you need. So
yeah. And you really want to have it early in the game rather than late.
Yep. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Thoughtseize will reveal Matt's hand, taking Broadside Bombardiers. Seems like a good one. And no Ragavan on turn 1 this time.
Yeah, so the hand here, fetch, Cabal Therapy.
Yes.
Mishra's Bauble and one that I can't read there, and one unknown now.
So Matt is going to use this Bauble trick, take a look at the top card, decides he doesn't want it, and is going to fetch in his main phase before he draws from that Bauble. And going to get an extra Surveil out of it as well.
I'm interested by this, because there's this scenario where you could Bauble your opponent, see their top card,
Ooh.
then your opponent draws it, and then sometime in the next turn you got Cabal Therapy.
That's nice.
It's not a sure thing though, because the top card could be a land, it could be a card that they cast, especially going into turn 2.
Not a plan without flaws.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And that word's a trap for commentators, but it is actually genuinely interesting. Matt here has missed the bauble, and Ashleigh says you can have it anyway. Very good.
Love to see some sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And Ash playing a Cadence of Coilers. It's a 3-color land. Untap 3-color land. Power creep. Never stops. That'll draw for turn. Nothing from Ash on turn 2 there. Unless we see something like a Philia.
I'm expecting Philia. That screams Philia to me.
See, if this was modern and my opponent did this, I go, okay, they definitely have Philia.
Yeah.
But because it's Highlander, I feel like I can talk myself into them not having it, and it will blow me out even more when they do.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a Goblin Bombardment here from Matt.
Really a dedication to this this token generation.
Mm-hmm.
Super good with Mobilize, for example. Oh yeah, we can put that one on the screen. Yeah, that one's fine.
we just pulled up Goblin Bombardment. This isn't the version Matt's playing, but it sure is our version that exists.
Look, that's a goblin bombarding someone. What do you want?
That's true, actually. That is.
I don't know what creature the green goblin is sacrificing here, but
it's quite literally a Goblin Bombardment. An Eldrazi Displacer from Ash.
Yeah, no Philia. No turn 2 play.
No Philia, no turn 2 play.
Just had the end of the nothing on turn 2. I suppose it was a mulligan to 6, and you've got a Thoughtseize for turn 1 and 3 lands to play your Displacer.
Yep. Reasonable. And Matt also didn't have a hugely fast start, so very different from the first couple games we saw.
The Bombardiers were sort of the only threat that we've seen from Matt's hand, and Matt's got 4 unknowns at the moment, as well as that Cabal Therapy.
We did see him surveil to the top on turn 1. So found a card
Sure.
he likes.
Yep.
So we might see a threat here, perhaps.
Mhm.
But this 3/3 in the Displacer is actually quite a good blocker against Matt's sort of small creatures, go wide strategy.
Yeah, and what I noticed when looking through Matt's deck list here is there is actually 0 copies of the word Goyf. There's no Barrow, there's no Pyro, there's no Tamo, obviously.
Interesting. No Nether.
So no ability to punch through these 3/3s.
Ooh, Fatal Push, nice though. And
That'll do.
Ajani.
Okay.
That's a pretty good turn.
Okay, once again, the Pro Tour's in Atlanta this weekend.
And
shout outs to the casting crew out that way.
Yeah, and Ajani, of course, best friends with Goblin Bombardment. Gonna make a cat. Matt's not even gonna bother getting the cat out before throwing it at Ash's face. And then he's gonna make another cat and also deal some damage.
Yeah, can we see the backside of Ajani
We sure
here?
can.
Count how many red permanents we control here, because we do have a red permanent other than Ajani. We've got this bombardment.
Ash took 2 that turn. From the bombardment and then the cat entering. As we bring that card up on the screen. There we go.
This card is super cool.
It is very cool. It is. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
It just does a lot.
I will say, I don't know I've seen the minus used very often.
What is that? That's some sort of cataclysm effect.
Yeah, it's
right?
a cataclysm. It's a cataclysm.
Oh, I hate that. Artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker. Okay.
But the problem is you have to
keep
plus
the
first.
lands. You keep the lands, right?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
So
yeah, it could.
It could. I'm not sure I've ever seen it. Ajani in this image just really ripped. That is some absurd musculature on this the Catman.
Honestly, it looks like it was meant to be a Garruk at some point in time.
It does look like they've done a head swap.
Like he's got a big old weapon behind him.
Yeah, yeah. Also, why is Ajani hairless? Like, what? Doesn't he have fur?
Huh.
Why is his face has got fur, right? Like he's.
Well, the players are at the table, and someone's cast a Cabal Therapy.
That's really nice with Ajani as well. That flips Ajani too.
True.
Matt there with a shrug with his hands as he decides what to name. It look like?
Yeah, what do I lose to here? So we're revealing a hand. Colligan's Command, not cast in response, by the way.
No red. Oh, yeah, no, we do have red mana.
Is that a Witch Enchanter?
There's a Witch Enchanter getting flipped back there.
Is that Swords to Plowshares and...
That is Swords.
Something.
Is that a Cloud? That looks like a Final Fantasy card.
Yeah, that's Cloud. Yeah. I can see him there. I can see the forearm.
Fun fact, there are 76 cards in Magic with the name Cloud.
Huh.
Yes.
Cloud
Goat Ranger, Cloud Key. There we go. Cloud Midgar Mercenary. So we bring that one up. Oh, yeah, that is Cloud. So this one kind of like a Stoneforge.
Yeah.
Sort of. But if you Skull Clamp it, you draw 4.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. And it's a 2/1. So we will see the Colligan's Command shocking the cat and returning Eldrazi Displacer. Seems like Ash did not play a land last turn. Could have played that double-faced card there.
Witch Enchanter,
The Witch Enchanter, but chose not to, clearly hoping to draw another land or put a creature in play and be able to blow up this Goblin Bombardment.
Yeah. And this bombardment is going to get 1 damage in on the way out of this cat.
Yep.
Colligan's Command. We're still going to get the creature back. Colligan's Command, all of the modes target, so you can't fizzle it by removing one of the targets.
But we still haven't activated this Ajani yet this turn, so I suspect
That's correct.
there'll be another cat very soon. First, though, that is a white creature.
Yeah. Ashleigh's choosing to read that card.
I've seen that one. It's some sort of dog, I think.
Ophelia? No, it's not.
No, there's a dog. As we scramble in the background to find this card, we'll work it out in a second. And we're gonna make a cat. It looks like, and then Cabal Therapy away the cat, taking swords.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe some more damage being done to Ashleigh. There, Ash does draw the 4th land, though. Gets to play that. And now we get to decide what we want to do. We can play Cloud, we can play Displacer, we can Witch Enchanter and get rid of the Bombardment. Feels like it might be nice for Ash, because that Bombardment is currently threatening a lot of damage. It's turning on the Ajani. Really just doing everything. Looks like it will be the Witch Enchanter taking out that Goblin Bombardment. So it gets the 2/2 in play, stabilizes the board slightly. And Guide of Souls, once again, coming down. That's going to be really nice. Obviously very good with Ajani, churning out creatures, gaining energy, gaining life from that.
So Anox Strike Leader.
Anox Strike Leader, there you go. A dog.
Yeah, it is a dog warrior.
Sort of. It makes a 1/1 on attack, and you can sack it to give things indestructible.
Yeah, it's a 2-cost Rabble Master.
Witch Enchanter has died, and I'm not completely sure how.
Did Ajani Nugget?
There's no red permanents in play, though.
Okay.
So unclear, but it has died, and the Inox Strike Leader is coming across. And it'll make a friend, and it'll... I don't know where that card's come from. Are we ninjutsuing a card? Is there a ninjutsu? Is there a red ninja in this deck? There must be. We've just ninjutsu'd a card, so there must be a red ninja in this deck. The joy of Highlander. Especially these Mardu decks. Neither of us are Mardu
It's
players.
a Yuffie. We really are playing Final Fantasy here, except Yuffie would be on Cloud's side, not Sephiroth's side.
Yeah, right. Gain control of an artifact. Wow.
There's a lot of things going on here.
There are. Great. So the end result, though, is Matt has a really, really powerful looking board. And Ash has not very much life. And once again, we say 4 mana, but the board going really wide for Matt is very powerful. And so even if Ash plays a blocker here, can go around it, and Ash will actually scoop them up.
Yeah. Wow.
Really interesting back and forth there. We sort of saw 2 different styles of Mardu deck. The fast mana, lots of 4-drop style from Ash, and on the other side, Matt going really wide with tokens and that kind of thing.
Yeah, lots. That was a big flurry that happened on those last couple of turns. It was hard to keep up with, to be honest. But I think the key that we saw there was that there was no acceleration out of Ashleigh's deck, which was eventually what led to the downfall. You know, is if you put these 4 costs in your deck and you don't draw enough lands to play them, it's pretty tough. You know, you end up with dead cards. Even if your opponent's cards are not as powerful each, the fact that they can cast them means that your cards are worth 0.
The other thing that really surprised me, we saw Cabal Therapy be really good, better than expected. Just enough things revealing hands for other reasons that it was better than expected. Not a card we see all that much.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it very good, but I would call it good enough.
Good enough.
It did the job. And look, there's some discussion going on about whether there was a red permanent in play for that Ajani activation. I am not certain that it would have changed the game.
No, the extra possibly Witch Enchanter gets to be in play for 1 more turn and block, but
the Yuffie comes down, becomes a red permanent, and then the Ajani can remove it then. And maybe there's 1 more turn in the game. But God, there was a lot of stuff on the board there for about at the end of that game.
A lot of things in play, yeah.
So, wow.
Yep. But that is the end of round 2 for us.
Yeah.
We will be back with round 3 soon. I think we're going to get Alec in the booth.
Yeah, why not?
So stay tuned for that.
He's a loose cannon.
Yeah. You think we've been loose so far. We'll get Alec in soon, and then you'll see. So stick around. 3 more rounds of Swiss and the top 8 still to come.
See you then.